Hi, I'm Tom Glasgow with North Carolina Cooperative Extension, based in Craven County here in the Croatan National Forest. And there's only one way to look for Venus flytraps in the wild. That's while wearing a coat and tie. Actually, that was a terrible idea. Dress comfortably out here, it can get rough in the wilderness. Now, the big question a lot of folks have, can Venus flytraps eat people? Well, the answer to that is no. However, they can eat some insects, and it helps to supplement their diet in these very specialized areas where they exist, where the soil fertility is not very good. This is kind of a hotbed of carnivorous plants here because we have 4 of the different genera of carnivorous plants. We have the pitcher plant, we have the Venus flytrap, we have some sundews, and we have some butterworts, all growing in this site. And of course, common denominators would be really poor soil fertility. The insects serve as a nutritional supplement for these plants. And another common denominator is the need for some open space. Without really good fire management, as we see performed in the Croatan National Forest, these kinds of plants would eventually just be overgrown. So the fires have to be managed frequently enough to keep the competing vegetation down, but not so frequently that you don't give these plants a chance to come back. The scientific or botanical name of the Venus flytrap is Dionaea muscipula, traditionally in its own family, as the only member of the Dionaeaceae. However, recent taxonomic discussions seem to be moving towards placing it in an expanded sundew or Drosseraceae family. Collecting of Venus flytraps in the wild has become a very, very serious problem, and in recent years the North Carolina legislature made it a felony to dig and collect these plants. So if you're doing that, there's a good chance you'll get caught and a good chance you'll go to jail. The manner in which these leaves close in on an insect is quite interesting. Inside the folded leaves there are a small number of hairs, technically known as trichomes, which are sensitive to being touched or disturbed. And all the insect has to do is touch one of those hairs in rapid succession, or touch a couple of different hairs in close succession, and that will trigger the closing mechanism, entrapping the insect in the process. They are evergreen, so you can find them in the winter, any time of year that you're out here. The 1st of May is really a good time to come out and take a look at these plants.